That's a big one. It's pretty important, when you're starting out, when you're creating something, when you have limited resources, you really are trying to do more. There was a couple things, consistency resonated with me. The superhuman results resonated with me. Just thinking it from a perspective of starting Cloud Zero, we achieved a ton of scale by really embracing automation in all of our operations. And, we apply it to essentially everything we can because we think about it from a cloud driven kind of cloud first mindset as well. Why build it if we can use the resources that are being provided to us? And if we are going to use those resources, well, let's automate it. Let's not create bespoke kind of creations, but automate all of those processes around that. And that makes everything else easier down the road. When we think about upgrading or migrating or improving something over time, since we've already built out the automation around that, it becomes part of our kind of process and culture. And whether you're thinking of that from a security perspective, product management perspective, creating a company, or you're just focused on FinOps, it gives you that kind of superhuman capability. Sometimes people go, how on earth, how big is the team over there? How many people are actually working on this? Because the truth is, for many of us in the FinOps space, you're not going to have a team of 100 people. We might like to have a team of 100 people, but with the right automation, the right tools, you could represent as 100 people. You could be that strong army that is actually capable of so much. And the cloud just naturally lends itself to this. So it should come natural to us to embrace these things. But I think I know the XKCD cartoon, that you're talking about, Mike. Like when you find that opportunity, that balance, you know, how many times do you have to do something before you realize that you should have just automated it? It's a difficult point. For me, it's like, all right, I'm doing this for the second time. I should start thinking about automation. Third time, why did I do this last time? Fourth time, oh my God, I got to get to it. It's important, but it takes a lot of different forms. It doesn't just mean that you have systems making changes in the middle of the night. It can mean that you have a process that you need to do constantly, but you want to make sure it's consistent and it's rolled out correctly. It could mean that you're scaling your team and you have new employees joining or new people joining your team, and they've never done some of these things before. And they're looking for, you're looking to give them confidence that they can roll out some of these programs, and the automation can help them feel comfortable about managing these things. And so it can turn folks who are brand new to this in that pre-crawl kind of phase into a place where they can accomplish a lot more than they could otherwise.